Well, shit, Tim. We're back.
Yeah, we are.
We're here. It's another week. How was work this week? How was your week?
It was a busy week. With warmer weather and leading up to the...
For fuck's sake, what do you think I am, your therapist? Let's get on with the show. Fuck! Welcome back.
Bourbon. Belts. Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
Timmy, we're back.
Yes, we are.
We got the podcast.
Yeah, we do.
It's just the duo again because our producer just worked like 12 straight days and in his real job and needed a day.
Yeah.
So it's you and me.
And that's how we're going to be.
Happy together.
Ba-da-da-da.
We got a cocktail, and it's yours, Timmy. Hit us with it. What do you got, dude?
I got the Monte Carlo cocktail, and what we're using in that is the Jefferson's Tropics bourbon that we rated a 10 out of 10 last week.
Darn tootin'.
I wanted to just embrace this bourbon, and so I just looked up cocktail that could embrace the Jefferson Ocean or Jefferson's Tropics. And the Monte Carlo was on their website, and I was just like,
look at that.
we'll give it a little check out. And so we're using, what's in this is Benedictine liqueur. Never heard of that before. And
No idea.
Gave it a shot, and then a couple dashes of Angostura bitters, and then a little lemon oil in there, and then a little lemon twist to garnish.
Hell yeah.
Very simple cocktail. Just stirry, strain it into a cocktail glass. And that's what we got.
Hell yeah.
Let's give it a try.
Let's do it. I'm excited. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's just wonderful.
It is. It reminds me of an old fashioned.
It does remind me of an old fashioned.
It's not too far off. Like
That
lemon adds a little flavor to there.
Yeah, the little lemon twist in it, and the Benedictine. Like, I feel like it kind of is like a flavored simple syrup almost, right? It adds that sweetness. Mm-hmm. That's really good.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
And you still get the ride from the bourbon that we were having last week because it's going. That's still good. Happening right now.
That's tasty. I like that. I'm gonna give it a 10. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10.
I'm giving it a 10. You know how much I love an old fashioned, and
that's the cocktail we've bonded over for years.
Yep. Yes, it is. This is very tasty. I'm glad I gave it a try. So Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
You guys give it a try.
It's delicious.
Yummy.
That's bringing us on over to
belts. Ding, 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 ding.
Timmy?
Yes, sir?
My good boy, Mr. RT Red.
Yes, Chester?
What would you like to talk about?
I'm going to talk about Monday Night Raw this week. And I got some good things to talk about.
All right. I like it. Hit me.
And some confusing things.
Well, that happens.
We're in the WWE, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much a weekly situation.
So we got Judgment Day. You know, we got Finn Balor involved still. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought the culmination would be the Demon coming out, beating Dirty Dom.
You would think.
But then we get this banger match of JD versus Finn. They got great chemistry in the ring. But then you add this wrinkle in with Roxanne.
Roxy, yeah.
Is she in? Is she not? And Liv is all
pushy pull
calling her out. And Roxanne helps Dom win.
Yeah.
So therefore
JD.
you're thinking.
But
JD. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Dom got kicked out.
Yeah.
During the match. So I kind of like these storylines where it's like, are they with you or not and everything. Yeah. The Judgment Day has gone on a really long time. I'm still hoping for their demise here soon, you know, because it's been a long time coming.
But it's also like at the same time, it's still good.
It's kudos.
Like, it's still keeping us engaged.
Yes.
You know, like
What, like we get sick of them for a few months, and
Yeah.
we're like hoping for them, and then we're like back in. They come up
like
with a
now that
storyline.
Liv's back I think is the thing. Like now
Yeah.
that Liv's back and Finn's out, now it's like interesting again.
Yes, I want them to throw a swerve though. I want Roxanne to be all in on Judgment Day, and that it's really Raquel that's gonna turn.
Oh, that would be a swerve.
I mean, we've been talking about,
Yeah.
seeds planted that Raquel might turn on Liv,
Yeah.
but I think this would be the perfect time to go put all the attention on Roxy.
Yeah, that's true.
Raquel's going in the background, and she's the one that turns.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That would be definitely like I didn't think about that at all. So that would definitely be a swerve for sure, one that like people would not see coming. So I think that's a good idea. That would definitely be a good way to like to lower the Judgment Day to 4.
Yes.
Would be, I think that would be solid too.
Yeah.
Isn't it wild to think where we are with the Judgment Day now and what it was in its original like it was fucking Edge.
Yeah. Edge, Rhea.
Edge, Rhea, and Damian Priest, right?
Yeah.
Like, wasn't it just them?
Yeah.
It was Edge and the Terror Twins,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And then
And then
they
Finn
turned, or yeah,
came in,
Finn joined, and then
and
they turned on
Edge.
Edge, and
and then it
it
became
just fucking
kept on
spiraled
growing.
into what it is now, which is just wild to think that it was like the original thing was Edge, and now Edge has been in AEW for 3 years?
3 years, 4 maybe. Yeah. Jesus. No, because we
It's at least 3.
Yes.
Yeah, at least 3, because we went to
Yeah.
when he joined, we were at fucking Wrestle Dreams, which I believe was before we were doing the
September,
podcast.
October. Yeah,
So
I believe
like
it was
of
right
2023.
before. Yeah.
it was fall of 23, I think. So yeah, so going on 3 years now.
Yeah.
Right. So
Which is just insane.
I
but
know.
It's and Finn has been the main guy to bring people in to the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
He brought JD, brought Roxanne.
did he bring Dom in?
Yeah.
I think he brought Dom too. Like
Yeah.
him and Rhea kind of together, but like he brought Dom in, I
Yeah.
think, and then Rhea and
The only
Dom
one that has
started
brought
there.
someone in is Dom bringing Liv in.
Yeah.
But she kind of invited herself in.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. So it's just it's a fun ride. I'm digging what it is.
Yeah.
I don't mind that the Finn thing is going on, although you think Demon would shut it down. Like
You
I
would have
said.
thought that would have been the culmination of it.
But
for
you're
sure.
getting banger matches out of it, so I can't be too disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping they do what I'm thinking will happen. Raquel.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That, like I said, that didn't even cross my mind, so I like that.
Yeah. Next up, Penta and Javon Evans versus Ethan Page and Rusev was a banger match.
Yeah, it was good.
Rusev really didn't have a part in it, but the three
Well, he doesn't fit.
he
Doesn't fit in pretty much all storylines that they've put him in. So.
Yes, but Ethan Page is such a great character. I love his character since joining Raw, even in NXT and everything. But the three main guys really cooked in this match, and I just wanted to give them their flowers because it's great. I think it's building up a mid card like I've been wanting.
Yeah.
And I like it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, for sure. It was a solid match. I think like just Javon Evans is so fucking athletic. It's wild to watch him do some of the stuff he does. Penta's amazing. Fucking Ethan Page, goddamn.
Yeah.
We were just talking about him. I forgot his name already. Ethan Page is, again, he just held it down in NXT for so long, and future's bright, dude.
Yeah.
Like you said, that mid card just pumping him up. So
Yes, indeed. Next up, I got the Roman and Jacob Fatu contract signing.
yeah,
I'm loving what Jacob is bringing to this.
Yeah.
His character's just hit another run, and it's been great. I'm loving everything of it. Roman was giving his promo, kind of didn't really care what he was saying. He was just like, I'm taking care of all the family and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Well,
I relate more to a guy trying to take care of his kids.
Yeah.
And try to better his life.
Yeah.
You know, and
also like just kind of the entirety of Roman's entire, they asked, they run it past me before they do anything. It's just not believable because you're never fucking there.
Yeah.
It would be more believable that the higher ups are talking to someone like Seth fucking Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, those guys that since they've been here, they've fucking been here.
Yeah.
Like outside of injury, they've been here.
Exactly.
Right? They don't take months off at a time.
Yeah.
Right? And I know fucking people would be like, whoa, cancer. That hasn't been every fucking time he's been on month-long breaks.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a reason he was able to come back.
Yeah.
You know, because he's in remission. They announced that.
Exactly.
And I
so
get
it's just like, it's hard to actually believe when he's saying those things that he's the big dog that is making all these decisions. And it's just like, it just, that part kills the storyline for me.
Absolutely.
But then Jacob is just fucking on fire right now.
Yeah.
And like he can cut a promo. He's good on the mic. He's intense. He literally doesn't give a shit about the bloodline. Like, literally the Samoan family history doesn't matter to him. And I fucking love that.
I'm all on board. And just the selling of the tongue and death grip and what it means to the family and everything. And then just how devastating it is. Roman was doing a great job going like, I'm not getting this on me and everything. So I thought it made for a solid close to the show there for sure.
And I'm gonna just like piggyback off that because I don't have it as a talking point for SmackDown, but just to kind of wrap this all up for the week, was going into the match tonight was the Usos confronting Jacob on SmackDown last night, and Jacob's final little word of, you know, his little message at the end was, if you guys get involved, I'm gonna tear this whole goddamn family tree down.
I loved it.
Like, or burn it down.
Yeah,
or whatever.
burn it down.
I'm gonna burn this whole goddamn family tree to the ground. And I was just like, fuck yes. Like, that's awesome. I love that because that continues to my point that I was just making was he doesn't care about the history.
Yeah.
And I love that because every character of the Samoan heritage that we've gotten, rightfully so, because it is a fucking legendary lineage. Yeah. Right? But Jacob's entire character has been built on he was the outcast, he was set aside because he was too dangerous, he was too this, he was too that, he wasn't good enough, you know.
Yeah.
So where was that whole lineage for him before?
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He wants what's his and he's taking it, and I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it bums me out so hard because they have actually done a really good job of pushing this in the
3 weeks.
In the 3 weeks,
yeah.
Like they've made this feel very, very serious and personal and legit.
The hype video on
and
SmackDown.
This is, I think, the closest I've almost ever felt to actually being like, I think they could shock me tonight and actually have Jacob fucking knock Roman off.
Yeah,
but also, at the same time, I'm like, I know it's not going to happen.
Don't hope for it too hard.
I know it's not going to happen, but I'm like, this is like the one where I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, they're building this so well that, like, they could totally just pull that trigger.
Absolutely.
And we'd all just be like, what the fuck?
And I would be here for it. I'll be here for it. So bad. Yeah. So good.
It would be great.
All right. That brings me to the banger of the night.
Yeah.
And it's Sol Ruka and the Becky Lynch segment. Minus obviously slip up at the end, but everything leading to that moment. And if you just take that, like, if you just think about the move being done, it was the perfect segment.
Yeah.
It was Sol Ruka just cooking along and promoting herself to be on Raw. And then Becky Lynch comes out, tries to take the spotlight. Hey, this is my time.
Yeah.
What are you doing out here? But setting up that feud, which is perfect. It's for in the IC title feud. It's the perfect place to put Sol right into the thick of things because she's it.
Dude.
She is it, right? Yeah. And so it just furthers that Becky is helping the future of the women's
Absolutely.
division in every way possible.
Yeah.
And
And to play a little devil's advocate here for the slip up, because Sol Ruka misstepped on the rope, or it was slick or whatever. She slipped off of it. She didn't hesitate. She went straight for it.
yeah.
Becky still fucking did not take that move
Yeah.
well at all. Like, that was not a well received move either on Becky's part. So I was like, Sol Ruka slipped, but Becky fucked up the actual trigger pulling of the fucking move, of it actually being hit, was not done well on Becky's part either. So,
agreed.
I was like, she was still on her feet when Sol Ruka hit the ground.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No.
It's not a stunner, Becky. What are we doing? It's a cutter.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta fucking go. You gotta go all the way out. So
Exactly.
I was like, oh fuck, what the heck? Because I watched it on the replay, so they edited out.
They
the slip.
edited perfectly.
Yeah, they edited the slip out, which I kind of wish they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking live. It's live action. It's that, like, this shit is not easy that they do. I think it's okay to show them mess up from time to time. Like, don't try to make it look like this perfect product, because it isn't.
Yeah.
And like, why have we even almost never edited out anything when LA Knight has slipped? Like, you keep all that shit in every time he does it.
100%.
And he's doing shit that is fucking difficult, so you expect it to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times Sol Ruka's ever missed the rope when she's done that move. That's the first time I've ever seen it happen.
That's the first time that I can recall.
So, like, let it happen.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen. She's doing this move that is not a fucking easy move to pull off.
Yeah.
And the execution was still... She didn't hesitate. She slipped. She fucking went right back up for it, hit it, and Becky did not execute the receiving end of it well.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
I am excited for this. That I don't think that took anything away from the segment at all.
Absolutely
Which is why
not.
I think, like, why edit that out? It didn't take anything away.
Absolutely.
You
I
know.
think the crowd was still eating it up.
It's still more believable than the fucking walkover clothesline or the fucking the buckshot lariat.
Oh, yeah.
Where someone's just like standing there, like we talked about 2 weeks ago or whatever, like, oh, they're just groggy. Like, it's like, what?
Yeah.
That was still more believable than those moves. So it's like, why edit it out?
Yeah. I also loved when Soul was like, "You're a bitch," and it's not just me saying it.
Yeah, that was
Everyone's
great.
saying it.
That was great.
I thought the moment wasn't too big for her.
No, not at all. She held her own fully on the mic. Like,
And-
above and beyond, I think.
Yeah, and I think that even went into the move, like where she was able to pick up right after the slip and everything. So, not too big for her. I think she shined. I'm really excited for this feud and the future of her.
Yeah, for sure. She is like we said it before, not too long ago, but she's like the new age Lita.
Yeah,
You know, like, she
Agreed.
is like the new age Lita. She's like a, and I mean this in like the best possible way, but she's like a glam Lita.
yeah,
Right,
Yeah,
like, 'cause
yeah.
she is definitely more like done up, I feel like, than Lita ever really was, especially in the early days.
Yeah.
But that's not in like a bad way in any way, shape, or form. I think it, like, if she wasn't, I think everyone would just
Too
be
much
like, yeah, I
comparison,
think it would be
right?
like she's just a Lita wannabe. But I feel like this is like a combo of Trish and Lita together into one fucking person, and you're just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
She's so good.
I guess there is one disappointment in this. I don't like her new song. They gave her a new song, and it's just not the same vibe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Or I haven't seen her enough to know that there was a difference.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Brings us over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
What do you got to talk about on SmackDown?
First off, I want to say I didn't fast forward at all through SmackDown.
Okay, there you go.
So I was telling Lindsay, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm excited because I don't know when exactly it's happening, but sometime in the near future, they're going back to 2 hours, and I think that's going to do wonders for the show.
Yeah.
That's huge. And I was like, that's also huge for our watching throughout the week.
Absolutely.
Right? Especially that being the one right before the day we film, where it's like it happens that night, and then sometimes we film in the morning, so it's like you don't have a choice. You got to watch it that night. You can't watch it the next morning, right? So that definitely helps the timing for us to do what we do as
Yeah.
well. But They just have been. It's been a struggle.
Yeah.
Since they went to 3 hours, like literally last summer or whatever when they went to 3 hours or in the
no,
fall?
it was the beginning of the year.
Oh, it was just January?
They went through like
God, it
half
feels
the
like
year last year.
It feels like it's been 9 months.
It was the new year though, yeah.
But anyways, so it's that's been half a year almost that they've been in 3 hours, and like I said, I don't know when they're going to back to 2, but it's just been not great since it went to 3 hours. You know, there's been moments, there's been good things, but the entirety of each week has just it feels like it just drags on. It's a lot of filler. They're like it feels like half the show's just recapping Raw.
Yeah,
you know, doing video packages promoting the storylines on Raw instead of doing their own shit with their own things.
Yeah.
So I just like saying that, and then going to last night, I felt like it actually like flowed well. There was like interweaving themes and stories throughout the entire show. It kept you engaged. It was actually like entertaining. There wasn't much, there was very little, and I'm saying that with Nia Jax Annabella on my screen at one point. There was very little. Oh, and in the same fucking segment, essentially from start to finish, Jade Cargill too.
Yep.
There was very little where I was like rolling my eyes or anything.
Okay.
So that being said, I thought Kiana James versus Tiffany Stratton was actually a really good match.
Yeah.
I thought it was really solid. It was 1,000 times better than Julia.
Yep.
Like Wire, whoever thought that they should like make Kiana James the mouthpiece and not really give her let her fully show, and then have Julia be the fucking US champion for as long as she was twice.
Yeah.
And not do anything with it, and just have it be completely disappointing and ruin the entirety of the mid card for the women's division on SmackDown is just absolutely mind blowing. That person should be fired, because Kiana James actually has it. Like you could have swapped those roles or just completely eliminated Julia and kept her on NXT where she was actually thriving, and just brought Kiana James in and had her in the exact same situation. I think it would have been black and white better.
Yeah.
So, her in-ring work with Tiffany and the chemistry that they had in the ring was obviously much different and way better than there was no chemistry between Tiffany and Julia in the ring.
Yeah.
And that showed. And so it's like, yeah, we're kind of like, yeah, Tiffany Stratton was like, she had some mess ups and some things there too, but then it's like, it's a dance,
yeah.
Right? It's a dance. It's two people doing the thing together. It takes two to tango, right?
Yeah.
The old saying. And so you have one common denominator here in Tiffany Stratton, and one match was really good and one match was really bad.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna just assume it was the person that wasn't in the match this week's fault.
Yeah.
It's kind of on them at that point, in my opinion. So I thought this was solid. I thought it was good for Kiana James. I think it's absolutely great that they're starting to build this split between Kiana James and Julia, which is obviously going to happen. Hopefully will lead to a match between those two that hopefully Kiana James can get over.
Yeah.
And you can build her, because I feel like she would be somebody that you would want to see in the Money in the Bank and that type of thing.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Someone to come down to maybe the Final Four in the Queen of the Ring or in the Royal Rumble or make it in the Chamber, something like that.
Yeah.
Julia's just not there for me. So
I agree. I there's just been a disconnect with Julia since coming up from NXT. I think it was just too early. You put Stephanie Vaquer up, which she was ready, and then you immediately put up Julia. So I just think they shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I think it just was too much expectations for both of them. Because I still think Julia's great. It's in there. It's just it hasn't been shining on SmackDown at all.
You know what would be kind of perfect? I think what would be good for Julia would be if, like you said, Asuka comes to SmackDown and they
pair them up. Yeah. No, I agree.
I think that would be good for Julia.
Yeah, absolutely.
To have someone who is in that, that similar vein of where the English isn't the best, but Asuka can still deliver a really good fucking promo.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the main issues with Julia is that like her mic skills, whether you can fucking fully understand her or not. There's a lot of people who can give really good fucking promos that us in the States don't understand that well.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like it is what it is.
Yeah.
And Julia just hasn't been able to deliver a promo, and I think that's like that's half the fucking art, right?
Yeah.
Is your ability on the mic, and
Yeah.
you know, like she isn't ready in that regard.
Yeah. But back to your point, Kiana really did shine in this match. She's ever since Elimination Chamber this year, I think she's just been gradually getting better. She hasn't had a lot of moments to show that, and so last night was perfect for her.
For sure.
Agreed.
One thing that I have just a slight qualm, and it's not like anything big, but why we didn't see Tiffany hit the Alabama Slam at all last night?
Oh, yeah.
And that should be the setup for the PME.
Yeah.
That should be the setup.
Yeah.
Why is it the fucking rolling fucking senton, whatever the fuck you call that?
Yeah.
And like it should be the fucking Alabama Slam because that's like an effective move.
Yeah.
Not you just fucking doing a somersault with somebody on your shoulders. Like that's not really effective. And you can set them up perfectly for it. And then now they're actually like on the ground groggy writhing because that's a devastating move.
Yeah.
Right? Like that is a devastating move. That's why it was Hardcore Holly's finisher.
Yeah.
Right? Have that be your fucking hit that as your standing finisher and then hit the PME to end the match. Like it just makes fucking sense.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And she used to do it a lot. Like she would do it regularly. So it was just like, fuck, get back to that. Let's do it. All right, next talking point. I mentioned this already slightly, but what are we doing with the Women's WWE Championship right now? What's the position? How can you possibly? How is it even? It's not even fathomable to me that you can fumble Rhea Ripley as the fucking champion.
I don't understand it
Like,
either.
creative, pull your fucking heads out. What are we gonna do? Oh, we're gonna bring Miss Jade Can't Fucking Wrestle Cargill back into the fucking picture. Yeah. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Now it looks like we're like pushing like a fucking women's trios situation with fucking Fatal Influence, which I love.
Yeah.
And then Jade Cargill's and fucking that crew.
Yeah.
And now maybe Rhea and fucking Royal Bliss, which I mean that's fine, but
I like
not
the comedy there, but
yeah, the comedy there's great, but not when you're talking about you have fucking Rhea Ripley as the women's champion. Why is she getting mixed up in this shit? This should be a fucking.
I don't get it either. I mean, it was a great title, and then Jade Cargill got it.
Yeah, literally.
And then they've done nothing
know.
with it since, and now it just seems like that's the route they're going. I get that not every champion. I don't know. I disagree with that. You have NXT, who has a bunch of titles on that show. They regularly are rotating them, have stories going, and defending them. We're not getting that on your two main shows. Like, it's mind-boggling. So, it's possible because NXT does it in one show a week, 2-hour show, and can rotate it. We can find a way to do it on a 3-hour SmackDown, 2.5-hour Raw, you know?
Yeah,
I
for
agree.
sure.
I agree.
It's ridiculous. It really
They're
is.
fumbling Rhea, which should not happen.
Which and then that's the thing too is like to Rhea's fucking credit, she is still so over. She holds down everything. Every moment that she's in the ring is absolute fucking art and just pure beauty. Like everything she does is perfect.
Yeah,
honestly, like it really is. Like
she sold some great moves.
Oh my god! And then her fucking and that not even just that, but then the attack afterward. Like she rolls back into the ring. She hits Beef out with a drop kick. Straight out of the drop kick, she turns around and just fucking connects the headbutt on Michin.
Yeah,
fucking beautifully, and then eats the fucking big boot.
Yeah,
perfectly. Like everything she does is gold. So. That is, you know, like a benefit for them is that it's like, it's hard to fumble Rhea. It really is really hard to fumble that.
Yeah.
But you are on a slippery fucking slope right now with that title. And you need to get that title into a fucking story.
Yep.
Like immediately.
And not with Jade.
And no, not with Jade. Like that should be obvious. How the, like, That should be obvious.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this leads to like Jade and them against like Fatal Influence or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a reach.
Yeah. There's just something about Danhausen.
We need to bring him up every week because it's so good.
You have to bring him up every week. I mean, it's so good. Everything he's doing is fucking wonderful. But SmackDown is usually dog shit. It's really like half the time it's the only thing to fucking talk about. Anyways, it's worth a shit. So, but this, everything he does is, and this is in all seriousness, it's keeping me engaged. Mm-hmm. The running thematics throughout the entire show, it's keeping me engaged. It's keeping me interested. I'm really intrigued in like what the fuck is actually going on or what he's going to do next. But then at the same time, all of the hilarity that is involved in all of it just keeps you laughing. And that's special. There's something like legitimately good going on with all of this. Like as fucking the fucking, he's doing the whole science thing in the background. He has like the kid's fucking toy where it's like the electricity ball thing in the back. He pours the stuff in and it has a sound effect. The that was fucking great. It was like some weird, dark, fucking carny Bill Nye the Science Guy episode or some shit, right? Like that's what it felt like. I felt like I was watching something from the 90s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? It was fucking awesome. And then he just shit. Like it has me like what is going on next? What's happening? I don't know. I'm eating my words from Chamber. Absolutely. Like everything about this has been 100% worth it. And I know I was like annoyed that it was like they did this big build up with the box and everything to Chamber, and then it was fucking Danhausen, and I wasn't.
You weren't alone in that, though.
No, I know I wasn't alone in that. I'm aware. Most like I would assume most wrestling fans that only are loyal to the WWE probably felt the same way.
Yeah,
because you don't really know Danhausen to like at first, and to me like when at first I was like it's all of this, and he to be a fucking just like a sideshow fucking character, like. Really? I was like, that was what this whole fucking build was? But now I'm like, he's fucking perfect in this.
Yeah.
And he's not just a sideshow character. He's like becoming a main focal point of the fucking roster. And it's glorious.
He's intertwined in so much.
I am now with this, and I hope that there has to be some blurb tonight on Backlash. Has to be some video package. Like a continuance of that whole science experiment thing, the lab thing that they did. I am now on Pepsi Phil. Because the whole conversation with The Miz and Kit Wilson and the whole thing with R-Truth and Damian Priest and R-Truth hurt or whatever, like all that stuff, takes me off of R-Truth from what I originally said. I do think it still would be fucking hilarious. I think it would have been the funniest thing.
Yes.
But I think one thing that could match it would be CM Punk fucking coming out of the box in Danhausen face paint.
Oh, God,
like
yes.
Full, because the whole, you can't tag with yourself or whatever. He goes, oh, that's a good idea. And then he leaves. He like runs away, and then the next thing you see is him doing that.
Yeah.
It's just fucking, it would be too fucking good to have CM Punk be CM Punkhausen.
Yeah.
Or Philhausen, or however you want to say it.
I love it.
Right?
I love that.
Like, that would be fucking great. Just have CM Punk, because we haven't seen Punk now in
couple weeks.
Yeah,
not since the Raw after Mania.
Yeah, so it would be fucking great. It would be perfect. I really hope that's what it is.
I hope that is. I really hope it is.
I want to see CM Punk come out. Like, I want Danhausen to drive the Danhausen mobile out, and then I want CM Punk. I don't want it to be Punk's music.
No.
Like, I don't want it to be Cult of Personality. I want it to be like something related to Danhausen, but him to drive like a larger version of the Danhausen mobile out or some shit. Like, I want it to just, I don't know, or like a tandem Danhausen mobile or some shit. Like, something fucking great that they can get Punk involved with would be phenomenal.
Oh,
so, yeah.
What if it's Steve Austin? He keeps calling him out and everything.
Steve-hausen. Stone Cold Steve-hausen.
Oh, that would be so cool,
that would be great, too.
I love the whole segment where the ladder dropped and he pulled the hair from.
I know. He Michael there from Mickey Mouse. What the hell was that? Like, did you just pull my hair? He's like,
all
no.
the shenanigans.
I know,
I
it's
just
great.
everything you said.
And I loved that too because in a fucking blink of an eye, I missed it at first. Like I was like, who the fuck was that? And I was like, oh my god, that was fucking Danhausen.
There's nothing more to build on it. You said everything. He's so good and brings so much great corniness, hilarity to the show.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
It's great. And for my banger, in an absolute 180 turn of events, at like everything about the Gingerbread Man funeral. I legitimately thought this was the highlight of SmackDown, and I know that we were like dogging this last week because, like, rightfully so. I think we were like, "Are we really gonna fucking do this?" I thought they did this actually so fucking well. I really did. I thought the entire backstage segment every time with Sammy back there was gold. R-Truth's fucking part of it was fucking fantastic, and it was perfect because it's like Sammy the entire time through this, at least. It wasn't even Sammy, like, being heelish. It's just him, like, what the fuck is happening? Like, it's just him being, like, real. Like, he's based in reality, and everything else around him is going into pure chaos and insanity. Yeah. And he's just like, what is going on? All this. What are you doing? And so, and that's going to tie in a little bit later, but I loved all of the backstage segments. The video package of the fucking them just absolutely rewriting historical moments and inserting him in was fucking fantastic.
That was my favorite
this
part.
Is so good. It's so good. And then all the way coming down to the actual funeral portion. I think well, first off, they made it kind of feel slightly like a hate crime. Just like they really blacked it up. Yeah. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. But considering that it was a white guy that killed the Gingerbread Man, and then most everybody that was involved in the backstage funeral scenes were like random like extras people that they used. Most of them were black. And then the choir people singing in the ring, all four. Yeah. Trick Williams, obviously. Like, it just, I was like, They kind of turned it into a hate crime, but it's neither here nor there. It didn't take me out of it. Didn't take anything away from it. I thought this was actually perfect for Trick Williams. Mm-hmm. And the reason being was I feel like we were in like this weird limbo of like, is he a heel? Is he face? Like, what are we doing with this character here? I thought this was perfect because this allowed him to fully lean into the more like comedic kind of side without like being super over the top, but like his like spoken verse word of like a eulogy kind of thing to the music was absolutely wonderful. It allowed him to show more of like a cornier side, and I don't know how much he got to do that in NXT, but I felt like this was one, I think. Okay, like Joe Hendry. I felt like this was really good for him to push the face side that they're clearly facing, and then to continue it with Sammy then coming out and ruining it, and the promo Sammy spit was absolutely fire as well. Perfectly pushing his heel turn side, but also fully based in reality and truth. Yeah. Everything he was saying, screen time on SmackDown used to mean something. Yeah. Because it fucking did. Mm-hmm. And it feels 100%, that's what we were just saying, it fully feels like it doesn't anymore. Yeah. And so like Sammy is, I love the kind of the fucking like leeway, I guess, for lack of a better word, that TKO and WWE have given the roster over the last couple months to take shots at TKO and WWE. Yeah. Right? No, like, 100%. Right before Punk talking about fucking telling Ari Emanuel to fucking lower the WrestleMania prices. Yeah. Cody Rhodes calling it out. Like, now you have CM Punk talking about like SmackDown doesn't fucking mean anything anymore because of shit like this that creative is putting on. Like, they're like calling them out, but they're doing it it's like pipe bombs that are like written like
Yeah.
creative pipe bombs, right?
Yeah.
And so I actually like that. I think that's solid. It's showing you that it's like shit that Vince never would have allowed.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
And so it's like Vince never would have allowed his own client or his own people to then badmouth him live on TV.
Yeah.
Like outside of Stone Cold Steve Austin, obviously during those storylines, but like actually like. This feels like you're like, oh, they're taking shots at the fucking company they're working for.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I really like it. So I thought this was all the way down to fucking Lil Yachty even being in the fucking Gingerbread Man costume and them getting Sammy back for what he did a few weeks ago. Like, same thing. Like, and I feel like this really pushed perfectly into the U.S. title match tonight. So I really enjoyed for everything that I was just kind of like, fuck, here we go. And then I was like, oh shit, they actually have something with this and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And it was all night long. They had it embedded throughout, and every single time that they did it, and then fucking Joe Tessitore, dude, fucking was just absolutely selling the entire thing, man. Like, they're like, hey, you're going to talk about this as if he has been a part of the wrestling world for fucking 55 years.
And it's just crazy coming from Joe, because
I
he's
know.
like a legendary voice in
know.
other worlds, like other than the wrestling world. And
I just thought the entirety of it from start to finish was very well executed. And so, yeah, that was my banger.
yeah, I was very hesitant on, like, I was rolling my eyes a lot, but then finding myself laughing at it. All the pictures was
That
gold.
last video package they showed during the funeral of him, it's like beer pong in college.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
signing his fucking.
I was
his
like,
signing his
Gingy
fucking
Man lived the
contract.
best life
I know.
ever. He was there
Fucking-
for all the big
it was
moments
so
in wrestling.
good, man.
They did a great job making you enjoy it. And even up until the funeral part, I was still like, really, this is closing out the show. And then they delivered on it.
They delivered it fully well,
And
man.
I was waiting for a swerve, but even when the Gingy Man sat up, I was like, it caught me off guard.
Yeah, because it was like the whole thing happened the way, and you're expecting Sammy to end the show with the upper hand.
Yeah.
And then he does it, and you're like, oh, fuck. They really swerved it. They did it well. That the entirety of the thing from start to finish was great.
And if they can do that with a good bounce, I'm out here for it. I was really hating on it last week.
Same.
I'm glad they delivered.
Yeah.
Really glad they delivered.
It's going to bring us over to our belts question of the week this week, and I posed this, and I hope you liked it.
I did.
I said, make a 6-pack ladder match for the ages. Quite literally.
Yeah.
What I wanted you to do was, and both of us, was to put 6 men into a ladder match. And I guess it doesn't have to be men. It could have been women as well. I don't know where you went with it. But each person had to be from a different era.
Yep.
And as we've covered the eras before, there are multiple eras. So you could have, we weren't hitting all of them, essentially.
You got
right?
golden, new,
golden, new gen, attitude, ruthless, PG, reality, and then the new era is what
modern.
Like current is what it's called. So, and then I mean, you even have before the golden if you were to really go back, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, you might have, I don't know, but 6 different eras essentially, because each person has to be from a different one. And and then that added on part of this is like, I want to put a graphic together of like your match and my match, and then like put it on Instagram and just see like what people like, which match people would rather watch. What I don't know about you, what I found doing this and researching the answer for it was, and like, this, but it's almost kind of surprising to just see how many fucking wrestlers overlapped so many of these fucking eras.
Yeah.
So it was fun. And the way I was looking at it too was like, who you picked for that era is that version of them in the match. It's that era version of them is kind of how I wanted to do this. Yeah. Does that make sense? And I don't know if that's how you looked at it.
That's how I looked at it.
Same.
Yeah.
So, cause it's like, there's multiple people that you could have put in
multiple
from Golden, New Gen, Attitude, Ruthless, up to the PG era, and probably one or two of them up to fucking current, honestly, right? So, yeah. So, should we go back and forth by your oldest era to the newest era?
Sure.
You want to do that?
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's go back and forth.
Okay.
Because then if we have one that matches up, it'll be kind of fun to do it that way.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right. So my first superstar in my match is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat from the Golden Era.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like that. Damn, that's a good one. I went with Shawn Michaels from the Golden Era.
Okay. All right.
So that's like, I'm going with post Rockers Golden Era Shawn Michaels, though, like right when he broke into like original with Scary Sherry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
Okay. I like that. I went with Shawn Michaels in the new generation.
All right.
So
All right.
we got one in common, but different eras.
This might shock you.
Okay.
For New Gen, I went RVD.
Oh, wow. Was he in ECW or where was he at this time?
I feel like it would have been ECW. Right? Yeah. Because ECW would have been running in the early 90s.
Yeah.
So early to mid 90s
I like
before the
that.
Attitude Era. So yeah, that would have been ECW. Yeah.
That's a good. RVD is not on my.
At that point too, like at that point in time when he was in his like absolute fucking prime, I was like, oh yeah, that's too good.
That's a good one. Shawn Michaels, RVD.
I assume you went Attitude Era next.
I did.
So Attitude
and I
Era.
went with Jeff Hardy from the Attitude Era.
Okay. I went Y2J from the Attitude Era.
All right.
Yep.
You got a stacked match
Yours
going
is
so
fucking
far.
stacked too, so.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, you went Y2J from
Yep.
Attitude Era.
All
All right.
Where'd you go next? What era?
I went with Ruthless.
Okay, same.
Ruthless Aggression.
Same. I feel like we have the same eras probably.
And I went with Eddie Guerrero from the Ruthless Aggression Era.
All right. I too went with Eddie Guerrero.
All
for
right,
Ruthless
we did
Aggression.
match on
one. All right. All righty.
Okay.
Where'd
all
you
right.
go next?
I went to the PG era.
Same.
And I went with Daniel Bryan.
Ooh. Oh, damn.
At the peak of his Yes movement.
He was not even on my radar.
Yep.
Okay. I went. Well, now I'm wondering, did I fuck up?
I mean, the
I don't
PG
think so.
reality era, like it all blends.
For
right
me,
together.
it's when did Ruthless Aggression end and PG start? Because I went PG era Jeff Hardy in the singles run. Because like 2008, that was technically PG at that point, right? Because Ruthless Aggression was from like 2008 or 2002 to.
I thought PG was 2011.
Was it?
I want
I
to
might
say,
have fucked
but
that up.
I'll still accept it.
Either way,
Jeff was in the PG
still
era.
Came back in the PG era.
Yeah.
At different points. So I'm still taking Jeff Hardy.
I like it. He was
I would
in
take
there.
Jeff Hardy now. So I don't give a fuck.
I like it. All right. So
All
that
right.
was my fifth.
Yep.
And my final one is from the modern era, the now era, and I'm putting Dirty Dom.
Oh, you're going Dom.
Yeah.
Okay.
To see him interact with
Okay.
Eddie Guerrero in a ladder match.
I went and again, this might be blurring lines slightly. I went with the like essentially. Well, I mean, I guess it. I'm gonna count it either way because of at least the crossover. I'm going Dolph Ziggler.
Okay. All right.
I think he technically still counted before he left the WWE as being part of the new.
He was in
the new era.
NXT during the modern. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in NXT.
Because most things
before going to
feel like,
TNA.
I was say, most things I find, I feel like the new era is like technically like from 2022 until now or some shit. So
Yeah.
it's like he was still in the company.
Yeah.
And even without, he has wrestled on WWE TV since. So I'm going Dolph Ziggler. So
Yep. He came back for John Cena's retirement tour. So
yeah,
I'm allowing it.
as Dolph Ziggler too.
Yep.
So
I like it. So I got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I got Shawn Michaels. I got Jeff Hardy, Daniel Bryan, Eddie Guerrero, and Dirty Dom.
and I have Shawn Michaels, RVD, Y2J, Eddie Guerrero, Jeff Hardy, and Dolph Ziggler.
I like it.
Those are 2 fucking stacked matches.
Yeah, they are.
We'll have to put the cards. Well, I'll have to put the
Graphic
the graphic for both of those 2 matches up and post them.
Yeah.
See which one. If we can get any responses, we'll see.
Once we post them, please comment on which one you think is the more banger of a match.
Yeah. We do have, I added this in here because I thought it was well worth it. It covers multiple facets of our show. We have a Triple B Memoriam to talk about today on Tuesday, I think it was. Wednesday. On Wednesday.
Yeah.
Ted Turner passed away.
Yeah.
He passed away at 87 years old from 1938 to 2026. He was known for a lot of different things. I read that he was like the chairman for the United Nations at one point.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
He was a champion sailor. He was the biggest landowner in the country until I forget the dude's name, but somebody took that title in 2011. And he also he had all of that land primarily to re-up bison, and he used that as part of his it was Turner something chain restaurants that he had or something. But those are all things that are kind of beside the point to our show. He created the Turner broadcast systems, I think is what it stood for. TBS was the
TNT, CNN,
CNN. But TBS is one of those absolutely iconic television channels, right? From the old time TV, and you have to put on the old tube and click through, and it was TBS always ran great shows and stuff. So
yeah, absolutely.
He also bought Crockett Promotions and rebranded it as World Championship Wrestling, WCW, which surpassed WWF in the 90s in popularity, began the Monday Night Wars. Obviously, the downfall of WCW led to WWE at that point then winning the whole thing and buying them out, but gave us a lot of fucking good video games, good characters. The NWO was created there, right? Sting became Sting in WCW. Yeah. Goldberg was fucking Goldberg.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened. Booker T, a lot of classic, iconic guys that we know and love made it huge and got bigger in WCW before coming back to the WWE.
Absolutely.
And, having that type of competition was what was best for wrestling in the industry in the 90s. So that was awesome. And one little last added thing here. He also created the classic cartoon Captain Planet, which was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So just wanted to throw that on there. I know AEW did a 10-bell salute to him, and they changed the TBS and the TNT. No, TNT and the what other
TBS title?
Yeah, both titles. The side plates represent the original logos of those 2 things or something like that.
Yeah,
read. They WWE on SmackDown put the in memoriam little tribute to him up. So yeah,
he was a big part of the wrestling world, and they said on AEW, is just a guy that believed in wrestling and wanted to be more, and didn't let money get in the way of it. He just kept pushing it and letting them be them, which led to the Monday Night Wars, which is arguably one of the best times in wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's hard to argue that. Yes, so definitely a trailblazer and will be missed. So here's to you.
That's going to bring us over to Blockbusters.
Lights.
Camera.
Action.
We got one focus feature this week, and it is mine, opposite of last week. It is I Will Find You. The synopsis for this is the series centers around an innocent father serving a life sentence for the murder of his own son. When he receives evidence that his son may still be alive, he is determined to break out of prison to discover the truth. The cast of this is Sam Worthington, Britt Lauer, and Milo Ventimiglia. The release date will be June 18th of this year, coming up quick, and it will be out on Netflix. What do you think of the trailer?
Stoked for this. I
Looks really good.
heard nothing about
Me
this,
either.
and then you put the trailer on, and I'm just like, killer cast.
Instantly just like hooked me.
Yeah, the way
Right,
the
like-
trailer opens up, and
Yeah.
I like again, there's a mystery behind this,
Mm-hmm.
right? And trying to uncover the truth. I love that kind of thing, and
Same.
Sam Worthington's a great actor, and
Fantastic
so
actor. I don't really know Britt Lauer all that much. I don't know much like what she's from, but Mila Ventimiglia is
Yeah.
a lot of shit that I really enjoyed. Like
Yeah.
just two. This Is Us and fucking That's My Boy.
yeah, Heroes,
Yeah. Like, he's been in so much stuff, and he's phenomenal in all of it. So.
Yeah. I like I said, it looks like it has everything. You're
Yeah.
hunting for your dead son, essentially. So
And this is something where it just like, again, I can relate very well. Just knowing that it's like how far would you go for your kid?
Yeah.
And it's like there's no limit to
Yeah.
that answer, right? And so it's like I feel like this is going to really ride that wave of emotion and intensity and everything. So
I like the idea of breaking out of prison during this too, and
Yeah.
all that. So it's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
I have high hopes for this.
what's in the news?
What's in the news?
What is in the news? Quite a few things are in the news.
Yeah, we do.
We got the season 2 trailer for 4 Seasons.
I'm stoked for this,
Me
dude.
too.
I forgot though. Like it brought me back to the first season when one of the main characters dies,
yeah.
right? You know, try not to spoil
Yeah.
it for anyone
You
who hasn't
definitely,
watched it.
like, definitely
Don't see it coming.
forget.
Yeah.
For sure. And then it was just like, oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, and that's where it looks like the show takes off, but it looks just as funny as the first one. I thought it was going to be a full-on comedy the first season. It took me by surprise when there was definitely a lot more seriousness to it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it.
Yes.
And I'm not going to go in thinking that this time.
Yeah.
I'm just going to enjoy it for the ride because I know the theme for it. And
They got you fully invested into the characters, like
Absolutely.
each character. So
Yeah.
They did a really good job with that.
looks just as funny though.
Yeah. Yes, it does. It's like, we get it. You had sex. Ew.
I like the. If I had $1 for every time.
Oh, you'd have like $60. Calm down. That was great. Yeah.
That was so good.
Next up, we have
The Odyssey trailer is the official trailer.
Yeah, dude.
I'm super pumped for this.
I know.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong. And
Yeah,
we've gotten the brief
they-
teasers.
Yeah.
We've talked. This is probably one of the most things we've talked about, besides Doomsday and everything leading up to it. But we've gone in depth on this, and finally we get the official trailer.
Yes, we did. And boy, it looks fucking good.
Yeah.
It looks real good. And I read that like the majority of everything they did was like practical effects too. Mm-hmm. So like, cause there's a lot of, in this story, there's a lot of like the mystical stuff too. Like some of the creatures and like the giant troll looking thing that they fight at the one point, and like the big cave looking thing.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what that all actually looks like fully played out on the screen. The fact that Christopher Nolan like only shoots in fucking film
Yeah.
too, it just like
And this is-
adds a depth to the lighting and everything in all of his projects.
And this is the first film ever to be fully done in IMAX film.
Oh shit! I
Yeah.
didn't even know that.
Yeah, so it's
fucking
just
A.
he's a groundbreaker.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm super stoked for it.
Yeah,
it's
it looks
such
really
a loaded cast too.
I know, it's
Another
fucking
loaded
insane.
cast. I mean, just some of his recurring people are in this: Robert Pattinson, Anne Hathaway, etc. So
it looks absolutely phenomenal, and I'm very excited about it. So.
yeah.
Next up, we got also the official trailer for the Dutton Ranch. I know Nathan and I are very excited about this. I know you were, even without knowing the history of these characters, watching the original teaser trailer, you were like, I'm pumped for it.
Yeah.
Just because like the trailer fucking got me going.
Yeah.
And, but the full trailer for this is like, fucking yay, let's go. So.
Absolutely. I'm, again, just broken record here, but this trailer does, like, I need to start Yellowstone and just kind of just go with it, because this one looks super good, man. The teaser did a great job. This one just built it up even more.
Yeah, for sure. I love these two characters. They're two of my favorite characters across all of television. Mm-hmm. And so the fact that they're getting their spinoff and a continuance of their show with some of the circumstances of how the original show ended that probably could have continued to go on for multiple seasons, but like real life things got in the way.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this. So it's awesome.
Yeah, man.
We also got the official trailer for what was my focus feature a few weeks ago in The Burrows. And holy sheep shit. I don't like this. This is the follow up for, of course, I'm the Duffer Brothers. Is that who it is?
Yeah, I think
they're the creators of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
This is their like follow up Netflix series after Stranger Things. No, I mean, as far as I know, they're not connected, but I wouldn't be shocked if they actually were in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But this, what the fuck's going on?
It's a
you
wild
don't
ride.
know, but it looks phenomenal. Again, another absolutely fucking stacked and loaded cast here. Mm-hmm. And it's like a really fucking science fiction-y, mystical, like just what is going on out of this world kind of thing. So
yeah, this trailer really sold it for me. I was sold on the first one. I know you were like saying when you put it as a focus feature, like, this is not typically one you would think I would put, but I definitely see it. You know?
Well, now especially with the official, like, because like the teaser trailer didn't give much.
Yes,
right. This was like, oh shit.
Yeah, they did a lot more reveals in this, and
I really hope it does well. I hope it gets to season 2, and I want John Malkovich in it because he just seems like the type of person that would fit in this world very well.
Absolutely.
So,
God, that would be such a great get for it.
Yeah,
but
just
some of the things just kind of take you back, like the alien grabbing the person at the end. You're just like,
oh my lord.
Yeah.
Because like at first, like you're watching it and you're almost like, oh, like the alien might, like it seems almost like it's not, like it's more ET almost, right?
Yeah.
Like something where you're like, oh, it might be like a friendly extraterrestrial type, whatever it actually is, entity or some form of something. And then that happens and you're like, never mind. Real quick, I was wrong. So
it's got a real big feel to this show too. It feels like a Spielberg done show,
absolutely.
Right? You know, so I'm excited for that.
Next up, we also have the official trailer for, got a bunch of official full-length trailers this week for Motor City, the Alan Ritchson vehicle.
Yes.
And
this is the movie that we talked only once about, right? And there was no teaser. It was like a brief clip.
It was a brief clip that wasn't even like posted on like YouTube.
Yeah.
It was like you had to like go to this website to watch the video, and there was like no dialogue in the trailer. It was just like a song playing and him like getting arrested with the long hair and Shailene Woodley's character, all upset and whatnot. And then like that was pretty much it. So
and then this, again, correct me if I'm wrong. This was a movie that has very little dialogue, like a couple sentences.
What I read was that the majority of this film, it's not
just
there's
music,
not a lot of dialogue.
and
It's
action
and sounds and facial expressions and stuff. What I read was that's very little dialogue. So.
Dude, I'm pumped for this.
I know,
this trailer looks so good.
It looks so good.
And all I could think about is what we talked on it. I was like, this is the one little blurb where you had to read the website and
Yeah.
go through it, and I'm pumped for this, dude.
Yeah. And one thing that I'm like, one of the main reasons I'm really excited for this is because I feel like this is going to just put Alan Ritchson like that much farther over the top in acting.
Yeah.
Right? Like, one of the main things he's been known for, as we talked about a couple weeks ago, Nathan said it, is fucking as Thad Castle on fucking Blue Mountain State.
Yeah.
This just absolutely dumb, raunchy, idiotic football player.
Yeah.
And then now like Reacher, right? And then like he was in Playdate, where he kind of played still like a action hero-y, but also kind of dumb and kind of aloof person, it seemed like, right? This, like, in order to execute a role, at least what it seems like and what I would assume, not actually being in the world, but where there is such little dialogue, that takes fucking legitimate acting skill and chops, and like I'm excited because I get his acting. I really enjoy him as an actor, and I feel like a lot of people write him off because of some of the roles he's been in. So I'm very excited for this. I think like I hope it ends up being as good as we think it's going to be and as it looks like it's going to be, and that it could like get him in some like even like awards conversation or something, and just like keep pushing him, because he's fucking strap that rocket to his back, send him on the way,
big fan as well. So hell yeah. And lastly in the news is we got another official trailer here. Just a lot of follow-up in this one. But Evil Dead Burns, we got the official trailer. I believe it was just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The teaser came out, and now we get the official trailer. And this one is not just one scene, obviously, but you get more of the Evil Dead world and the Deadites. It looks creepy as hell.
Yeah, this looks fucking wild.
It looks brutal in all the right ways. Like
the ending of the fucking trailer and the fucking dishwasher scene.
Final Destination shit almost. But yeah.
Yeah, but you see death doing it to you. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Like literally. You're like, what the fuck?
God.
Oh, God.
I love the way they tease that in the beginning of the trailer where you're like, oh, something's going to happen. And then it goes way off. And then brings it back.
Yeah.
And you're just like, holy shit.
Lord.
But it definitely was different vibes from that one teaser. Like, it was like, this one, there's a lot more light in the movie. It wasn't just a dark scene and everything, but
for sure.
Super crazy. Super crazy,
wild.
man. Looked wild for sure.
We're introducing it's been a while since we've introduced a new segment. So
way a long while.
I want to say like maybe Binge Cap was the last new segment.
Small Screen Sampler was the
Small
last
Screen
one.
the last one?
Yeah.
So either way, we've been doing Small Screen for a long time now too. So we're introducing a new special segment for the Blockbusters section, and we're calling it Classic Critique. And what that means is we're looking at movies that we are classifying as like classic movies through the lens of they got to be at least 25 years old. So not like Hollywood classics, right? Like not like, we're not talking like necessarily movies from the fucking 50s or 60s. We're talking just like movies that are at least 25 years old. Like some of them could be cult classics, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But they just have to fit that criteria. We watch them and we just see how well they hold up all these years later and do a little brief discussion on it.
Yeah.
Our pick this week for the very first one was because we talked about it last week on the show and we were both like, God, that was such a good movie.
Yeah.
Is Double Jeopardy.
Yeah.
So we went with Double Jeopardy, which was the Ashley Judd and Tommy Lee Jones vehicle. And yeah, so what'd you think?
Dude, the movie still holds up.
Does.
It really does.
It does.
I don't think I had any doubt, but there's always that risk, and it's been a minute since I watched it, and but going back, I'm just like seeing things that I maybe missed on previous watches, which was cool.
Yeah.
But the storyline to this is unique and just gets you thinking about is this like there is a law there like
there is this is a very loose basis of that law, but yes, there is a law where somebody cannot be charged for the same crime twice.
Yes.
And they take that and they spin it into this where like she can't be charged twice for the murder of her husband, which is not true. That is not true. You 100% can be.
Yeah.
Because that really boils down into the like real fucking fine details of the crime. Like
You have to
can be
basically
charged-
essentially be in the same scenario.
Yes, like, exactly. And I think that was like a court case that like made that decision
Yeah.
in like 1938 or something.
Yeah.
Like a long fucking time ago, you know, like closer to 100 years ago than anything. And
Yeah.
that it was like they can be tried for they can be tried for the same crime as long as there are no different details in either crime.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, so this never happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in the movie, the one gal in prison says like, you go walk up to him in Times Square and shoot him right in the head and nobody can do a damn thing about it. That's not true because she went to prison for murdering him by knife on a boat.
Yeah.
There would be a lot of different details there.
Yes.
So, anyways, that all being said, which was also part of the reason why it didn't do as well critically when it first came out. But I mean, I think it made like $177 million off like a $40 million budget. So
Yeah.
it still made like $130 million, almost $140 million in 1999 when it came out. Right. So like, that's pretty fucking solid. I really liked it. I feel like there were somewhat. It was funny because it was like we watched this and my focus feature for this week. Not obviously the same fully, but like same themes where it's like the main character breaks out of prison. In this case, she didn't break out; she got released, but she ends up on the run because she breaks
her
parole.
Yeah,
right. So it's like still that they're just like that same common theme of like how far would you go for your kid?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I was just like, oh, that's kind of funny that I ended up with both these the same week. So
Yeah, it definitely keeps or at least kept my interest throughout the whole thing, and I like that it takes place in the Pacific Northwest, or at least at the beginning, in Whidbey Island and everything. And
it was actually filmed on Whidbey Island.
Yeah, which is
So,
just it was
in the
wild.
Deception Pass area and in the I forget the name of the town on Whidbey Island, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just really cool. So appreciate that.
Yeah.
Movie holds up.
It sure does. To wrap up, we got our Blockbusters question of the week this week, which I also posed. I wrote, rank these in order from least to most of which you would rather find yourself a part of. In this scenario, you are actually like the main character wrapped up in the chaos of the films. So the 4 options you have are Jumanji, Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, The Indian in the Cupboard, and James and the Giant Peach. Mm-hmm. So of those 4, from you least do not want to be involved in that to most.
Yep. Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves is the least I want to be involved. I don't want to be tiny and just like all the bugs and just everything. That's just terrifying to me. And just that and I just feel like there's no control really over the situation in any way. So
for sure,
that was my first one.
I went with Indian in the Cupboard.
Okay.
There was something about that movie that it always just creeped me out growing up. Like, I don't like the idea of my little toys coming to life. I don't like the idea of it with Toy Story, even though I love those movies. I don't like the idea of it with Small Soldiers. I don't like the idea of it with this, Megan, like Chucky, any of them. Because I'm always just like, they're going to try to kill me. So I don't like that. And it's like the least suspecting thing. Right?
That's true.
So I don't like that. So I went Indian in the Cupboard as my least.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
Jumanji is my next one.
Okay.
Again, the idea of it's really cool. But again, everything in this game is basically trying to kill you.
Yeah.
And it's like badass animals trying to kill you and everything. And hunters and everything. Just scares me to death. So Jumanji was my next one.
I see that. Number 2, I went Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
Okay.
Again, pretty much the same reason you said. The whole thing of just like being small, like the ant scene.
Yeah.
I think the ant scene that I'm thinking. Oh no, there's an ant scene in both of the original 2 movies. Mm-hmm. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Mm-hmm. There's ants in both of them. But either way, or one was like a cockroach maybe or something in one of them. I can't remember. Regardless, the gigantic insect situation, no fucking thank you. I'm out. Insects don't bother me. I have nothing against them. I don't like when things are crawling on me, but in that case, it would be crawling literally on me. And it just, no thanks. I'm good. I'm out. That's not.
Yeah.
Now, the moment where I think it is the Honey We Shrunk the Kids, but the idea of like they land on like it was like the oatmeal cream pie.
Oh yeah.
Like the filling. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, no kidding.
You'd just be like in a world. You'd be like, I have enough of this forever. I'm happy. That there's pros and cons. Okay, there's pros and cons to this, but cons I think far outweigh the oatmeal cream pie. Pro. So
next up, I would go James and the Giant Peach. I just think it would be. Okay. I mean, there is insects in this, but. I mean, you get to travel the world on a big giant peach and everything. I mean, you got food and just seeing the world along for the ride. I there's not much taking me out of wanting to be in this.
Yeah. Next up, I too went James and the Giant Peach. For very similar reasons. There was just something about this movie growing up watching this that always just intrigued me. And it was always just like that fantastical, like, oh, if like this one thing could happen and you just get pulled into this like crazy cool fucking cartoony world. Like I just thought there was something really interesting about that. And I always thought it would just be a cool ride. So yeah, that's what I went with.
Well, that leaves me with Indian in the Cupboard, which is funny because you had that as your least. And I, in the vein of, it would be cool to see my toys come alive. I'm just thinking putting wrestlers in there.
I think that's the only way I'd be okay with it. Is just like, all right, you guys perform for me. This is your match card. Go for it. You could like write the match card. You could have like Monday Night Raw in your room. That would be cool.
When you put the Small Soldiers, Chucky, and Megan turn on it. Yeah, I could see.
It creeps you out a little bit.
But you have a little control with it because you have the cupboard, you know. But that could get out of hand easily.
It could because of your own intrigue. It's the same idea of like, if you had superpowers, would you be a villain or a hero? Yeah. It's like there's going to be a part of you that's going to be like, that person pissed me off. I can do something about this. Yeah. There's always going to be that heelish tendency. So now I'm like, okay, I'm going to just like, I'm kind of curious, you know? Yeah. I'm going to put, I don't know, fuck, I'm going to put the Predator in there.
Yeah. Shit.
This was a mistake. I fucked up. No. So, yeah, you know.
Yeah. So
that leaves me with Jumanji. And now I know that seems fucking ridiculous. And you're like, why was that the one that you most would want to be in? And it's because I'm good at games. I think I'd be good at this one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And I think, again, there was always a show where I was just like, this would be really, really kind of intriguingly cool to be a part of this fucking world, or have this world become a part of our world to an extent. But then you've added in the next movie.
Yeah.
Right? Or next two movies.
Yeah.
You know, Welcome to the Jungle and The Next Level, right? Yeah. I think we're the two. So you have three of them now, and there's a fourth one in the making. So there's a lot of different things that have been added to this that make this whole world so much more intriguing. And I'm just like, of all of them, I think this would be the most exciting, absolutely scary, but also exciting and fun and just kind of wild all at the same time. So,
of the three that are out, I guess, which one would you rather be in if you only had to pick one?
I think the first one, because the first one it's all coming into our world.
Yes.
The other is like you get sucked into a video game and like how the fuck do you get out? At least this way, it's like it's still based in our reality.
Yeah,
right.
100%. That's that was gonna be my pick just because you have a little control over it and know your surroundings for it. So I agree with you on that.
Yep.
All right, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Episode 101.
101. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's fucking go.